journal entries. So in last video I told the rules for debit and credit. Today I solve the problems on journal entries. So today is only problems I will solve on journal entries. So take one small example. It is a problem like this. Pause journal entries. Pause journal entries. So problems are like this. Say on 1991, January 1st, started business with cash rupees 2 lakhs. Started business with cash 2 lakhs. And second, paid into bank rupees 20,000. And January 3rd, this is 1991, January 3rd, purchased goods for cash 10,000. Okay, so let us continue. How the journal entry will be paused in the journal entry books? It is like this. Journal is like this. There are 5 columns. First one is date. Second one is particulars. This is particulars. And this is LF, ledger folio. Third one is. Fourth is debit. Fifth one is credit. So there are 5 columns. Of journal book. So it is like this. Journal entries as on, say it is 31/1/1990. You can write like this. Okay. So first will be 1990. You write on date column. It is on January 1st. Jan 1st. First entry is started business with cash. So here, yesterday I told you in the last video, you can apply the rules of debit and credit. First you understand this one. Second one is you identify 2 accounts in the problem. So here, see, started business with cash in the sense, he is starting a business with cash of 2 lakh. See, whenever started his business, it is nothing but his capital. It is the owner's capital. Started business means it is capital and is starting business with cash. So there are 2 accounts here. One is capital account, another is cash account. So here cash is coming into the business. It is also asset. Whenever is asset increased in the business, asset is debited. So cash is coming into the business. So asset is debited in the sense cash account debtor. So debit side you can write 2 lakhs. Okay. So it is coming up because of capital. So capital is increase in capital means it is to be credited. According to rules of debit and credit, increase in capital is to be credited. So capital is coming into the business. So capital is to be credited. Capital account. You write here 2 lakhs. Okay. So next step is write a narration. Narration means you can write the meaning of the above entry. It is nothing but capital introduced. You write capital introduced. That's enough. Okay. This is the first entry. So in first entry, you can identify 2 accounts and then pass the 2 accounts according to the rules of debit and credit. Second, come to the second. 2nd January 1991. Here paid into bank rupees 20,000. So you can identify two accounts here. So paid into bank in the sense cash will be paid into bank. So there are two accounts here. One is cash account. Paid in the sense it is cash account. Another is bank account. So cash will be paid into bank. So bank balance is increasing and cash balance is reducing. So our cash will be paid into bank. So our cash balance is reduced and our bank balance is increased. So increase in asset will be debited. So bank is an asset, so that you can write January 2nd bank account debtor rupees 20,000 to cash account, because decrease in asset is credited. Here cash is asset but cash account is decreased. So whenever is asset is decreased, that should be credited. Cash account is credited. So on the credit side you write 20,000. So narration is meaning of this one is paid into bank. You write like this. Okay, so you can add one more word for the narration, being cash paid into bank, being cash paid into bank. So second entry is over. Next one is January 3rd, purchased goods for cash. So here we are purchasing goods for cash. Purchase account, there are two accounts. One is purchase account, another is cash account. So rules for debit and credit is, whenever purchase is coming, purchase is considered as an expenditure. So when expenditure is increased, it is to be debited. So purchase account is to be debited. On January 3rd, write purchase account. You can debit purchase account 10,000. So one more account is cash account. There are two accounts. One is purchase account, another is cash account. Purchase account is debited and cash account to be credited, because here cash is going out. Okay, so for cash account you can credit here. Cash is an asset. Whenever is asset is decreased, it should be credited. Cash account 10,000. Narration is like this, being goods purchased for cash. There are three entries. This is the three example. There are three entries. So you can pause journal entries like this. There are 5 columns: date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. See, what is this LF means? Ledger folio. This column you leave as a blank, because ledger folio comes under practical accounts only. So what is ledger folio in the sense? The page number of the ledger will be mentioned in this column. So here you left blank this column. So it is a format of journal entry. Okay, so next example we can continue like this. So I can continue with some more examples like this. On January 4th, say 1990, on January 4th, sold goods for cash. Rupees 5,000. So here sold goods for cash rupees 5,000. You can identify two accounts here. Sold in the sense it is nothing but sales. So we are selling goods. So it is sold goods is nothing but sales account. One more account is cash account. There are two accounts. First you can identify two accounts. One is sales account, another is cash account. Here cash is coming into the business. Cash is nothing but an asset. So whenever is increase in asset, it should be debited. So you can write here. So January 4th, okay, cash is coming into the business, that is asset is increased. So cash account is debited with rupees 5,000. Cash is 5,000 and sales to sales. Sales is nothing but it is an revenue to the business. It is an income to the business. It is a revenue or income to the business. So all the revenue should be credited. Increase in the revenue or income should be credited. So here sales account is an income. So income should be credited. Here you can write 5,000 as credit side. Being cash sales, you can write being cash sales. Next entry on January 5th, right? Paid salary, rupees 500. Paid salary rupees 500. So here we are paying cash as salary to the staff. So there are two accounts here. One is cash account. So that is cash is going out. Paid in the sense cash paid. So one is cash account, another is salary account. There are two accounts here, cash account and salary account. Salary is an expenditure to the business according to rules of debit and credit. All the expenses increased should be debited. So increase in expenses is debited. So salary is an expenditure. So you can debit the salary account. And January 5th, you can write January 5th, salary account debit 500 to cash account. Because cash is paid, cash is going out of the business. So whenever his cash balance is reduced, it should be credited because so decrease in asset is credited. So cash is credited 500. Being salary paid. Okay. So next entry is like this. January 6th, sold goods to Suresh. 1,000. Very important. Okay, you can see here sold goods to Suresh 1,000. Here what happening is there are two accounts. Sold goods in the sense it is nothing but sales account. One is sales account. So here to Suresh. Okay, so not cash. One more account is Suresh account because it is nothing but credit sales. Whenever is cash is not given, it is nothing but so credit sales. So here we sold goods to Suresh. Suresh purchased goods from us on credit. So Suresh account is to be debited. Okay, here Suresh become our debtor here, so that Suresh account is to be debited on January 6th. Suresh account to Suresh account to sales account. Suresh account to sales account, it is 1,000. See here narration is very important. Being credit sales to Suresh. You can write like this. Being credit sales to Suresh. Being credit sales to Suresh. Right? So next example we can write. Next example is on January 7th, you can write like this: furniture purchased for cash, or you can write like this: machinery purchased for cash, rupees 25,000. So machinery purchased for rupees 25,000 for cash. Here there are two accounts. One is machinery account, another is cash account. Machinery account and then cash account. Machinery is an asset. Asset is coming into the business, so our asset is increased. So according to rules of debit and credit, increase in asset is debited. So machinery is coming, so machinery is an asset, so machinery account to be debited. So here you can write 1990 January 7th machinery account is to be debited with rupees 25,000. So cash is going out, our cash balance is reduced. Cash is an asset. Whenever is decrease in asset, it should be credited to cash account. 25,000. So narration is being machinery purchased for cash. Okay, so next entry will be on January 10th, you can say withdrawn cash for personal use. Rupees 2,000, right? So here withdrawn cash for personal use rupees 2,000 means the owner of the business is taking 2,000 rupees from the business for his personal use. Whenever he withdrawn for personal use, it is considered as a drawings account. Okay, so here withdrawn cash is nothing but you can write as drawings account, and cash is going out. So another account is cash account. There are two accounts, one is drawing account, another is cash account. So drawing is an expenditure to the business, so increase in expenditure is to be debited. So on January 10th, you write January 10th drawings account, debtor, it is rupees 2,000, to cash account, decrease in asset is credited, so it is 2,000. Here being drawings made, so all entries is over. So like this you can pause all the journal entries, and I will continue the same problem in the next video also. If you have any doubts, write in the comment box. I will rectify your doubts in the next video. Thank you.